I wasn't in the rap game, I'd probably have a key knee deep in the crack game. Because the streets is a short stop. Either you're slinging crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot.
Alabama's getting cut during preseason?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Some people get on trial
all year long.
But preseason is snap.
So how does that work? Because I'm picturing it like this. My agent done called me, we got you feel me? Here come the paperwork, sign this, we got your deal.
Yeah.
So and then how long you got? You got 48 hours, you got
No. To get out there? Nah. The niggas signing period start, people be signing all year.
Right.
The next year, all year. So summertime, I might sign in July. All right, we sign, boom. They gonna hit me around August 15th. They gonna start sending the flights, like when you gotta leave, when you want to leave, start sending where you want to stay at. Yeah.
And when you get your check,
it's different.
Yeah.
But you're not getting it before you go.
Nah.
All right, so you go out there.
You might get the jump if you pass the physical. You get half. You get like 5 bands. Boom. If you pass the physical, and then boom. Or you're not gonna get it. You get a check at the end of the month or the beginning of the month.
It ain't no after the paperwork. All right, so you get out there, and then y'all telling me Bama's getting cut. Training camp.
I seen Bama's get cut the second day.
Yeah.
Going back home.
Yeah, he got here. He failed the physical, send him home. Or he got there, they practiced, they was like, oh, this dude is terrible.
This not it.
Not it. Or get cut after the first friendly game. Week 2, week 1.
Like in my situation this past season, I was in Israel and I came in at the weight. I came in at like 97 kilos. And the day I
What's that translation?
Huh?
What's that in pounds?
Oh, my fault. That's like 215 pounds. So now I'm up to like 225, 226. When I landed, sometimes the fans greet you at the airport.
Yeah.
I came in and it was like, Atkins, what happened to you? Skinny man. Because I went vegan last year when I was in France. And, it was just kind of rough for me to make that transition. So I get there, the day I land, the night I land, the coach was like, yo, BA, what happened? Like, he's panicking. He gave my spot up. He called in another big man, Sean Jones. That's my man, no disrespect to him. But it was just like, damn, coach, you couldn't even give me a month, give me a week to talk to me, whatever. So he flew him in, and they wanted to get me out of there. They wanted to send me somewhere. He was looking for different situations for me. Yeah, like I could have went to the team in Turkey, Karşıyaka, this other Paris and Paris football in Paris. And I had to decide whether I wanted to stay or, if it was going to make sense for me because they were talking about, we got 6 Americans, somebody going to sit. It's going to look bad for you if you don't play. If you just here, we give you money. I wanted the money. So I got my weight up. And, long story short, the season was good. Yeah.
Some teams is grimy, some teams will work with you, some teams is cool, some teams is terrible.
How is it just a straight up gamble, like as far as whether a team is cool, whether it's good management, like it ain't no way for you to kind of
see what I mean as a rookie.
Agent,
as a rookie, you don't
reputations, know. Research, whatever.
As a rookie,
there's so many aspects of this that I wasn't aware of, but I know now.
And that's why we.
So one of you talking about, oh yeah, it's gonna be sweet. So I'm like, all right. I didn't even want to do no league stuff at all. I was going to go overseas. The first agent I had wasn't really fooling with that agent, but first agent I had was like, nah, we want to do league shit. Yeah, just all NBA, G League, whatever. So I'm like, son, just send me over.
Is that better for him? Like, is that
it to his advantage? But that's also something as a rookie you don't know.
Right. Because he might be trying to do that and looking out for his best interest rather than looking out for yours.
So one of the things that I felt like was now looking back on it, that agent was somebody who wanted to get people who he felt like could be in the league or deserved to be in the league. Mm-hmm. He wanted to be the guy that was making that push and being like, I told you I got guys that can be in the league. So I think after now looking at it, like that was his kind of agent because he had multiple other people that's what he was trying to do with them. And it kind of worked, or maybe they touched the league for a little bit, or maybe they got like a 10-day. But that's what he was trying to do with all these people. So it came down to me being in a bad situation. I had a bad situation in G League, and then I was home in like December. So now I'm like, something. I need to play. Like, I just won a championship. Tell me I can't play nowhere. Right. So give me somewhere to play. Then I come to find out a year later, he didn't do his work overseas, so he sent me to a terrible country to play. And me being like, you don't love to play. Me being like, dog, I just want to play. I don't care where I go. Just send me somewhere so I can play. But now I was like, nah, like, you was probably better staying home.
Really?
And so, that's something you don't understand.
So how you end up better playing home than being somewhere? Because you would think, as long as you're playing somewhere, you feel me, you can build some type of buzz, some type of film.
One thing you learn
speak on that.
Different countries and different leagues is, so like me coming from Carolina, I already had that as a part of my resume. Right. Me going to where I went to took my resume down. No matter what I did there, it was like, why did he go there? So every person from that point on is like,
why did he go to that?
Why did he go there? So now, listen, I'm not gonna take a chance.
But you have no clue. You have no idea. You just going out there like that.
Right. So go bouncing off what Nate said. It's like a job. Like if you trying to work at Microsoft and they see you working at fucking Metro PCS, not going to hire you. Right. But they're going to take somebody who worked at Sony.
Yeah.
So when you like Nate, he got the best rookie. He got the best resume because he North Carolina championship.
Right. So you coming out with the Harvard degree.
So if he would have signed with an agent who was pushing him overseas, he would have got a nice deal. He would have been good. But since he signed with a dude who didn't have no overseas pub, he's just gonna send you anywhere. So for me, I coming out of Hampton, I went to Iran, rookie year, Iran, boom. Everybody was like, Iran? You gonna be good, son?
Iran?
I'm in there like, I don't know what to expect. I just want hoop, because I come from Hampton, didn't put up crazy numbers.
We know coming out of a low mid major, you already know, it's already in your mind like, all right, I'm gonna get over here and I got to cook.
But that's the thing though, a lot of people don't understand. You got to college basketball, it's like, you're so used to being a team-oriented thing. Don't get me wrong, it's a team thing. But my situation, my first, I was in Poland, so my team first in the big division, in the first division, they came in the second division. And my first 12 games, we went 3 out of 9. Mm-hmm. Right, you know what I'm saying? But I'm moving, I'm getting like 20, 30 balls, something like that. But it's at the point where like, you guys talk to your phone and agent like, look, man, what you want me to do? Mm-hmm. You know what to do. Go get one. Yeah. But then that day, it's a business. I can't get none of these niggas jobs. Right. I gotta get myself a job. Mm-hmm. That's what a lot of people don't understand because you caught up in the team. Yeah, it's cool if you winning for sure. Everybody look good, you win, everybody knows. But if you losing, you gotta put your shit on your back and be like, I'm out.
So Danny being over there in Iran, because I want to know like the culture shift, like it's different time zone.
It's
completely
like
different culture,
7, 8 religion. See, but I'm African, so the way of life is similar to almost there a little bit. And I got Islamic family members, so I could kind of adapt. But when I got over there, you can't wear shorts in public. Rule number 1. So do they give you like a rule book or some shit when you get over there just to put you on game? No. Your teammate, you learn on the fly. Your teammates tell you. Like I'm going to practice.
Nigga, you can have a whole suitcase full of shorts.
Hey, they gonna be some sweats. My teammates telling me, nah, you can't wear that. I'm like, huh? Yeah, you can't wear that. This is like our religion. Boom. So when the basketball come around, I'm working out. I might not be in game shape, but I'm over there, and the altitude is a whole bunch. It's like Denver. So I'm over there. They said, yeah, you out of shape? I'm like, nah. Like I'm jet lagged. The altitude crazy. The floor is awful. So I'm in there like, team is losing. So the ownership in them, they were like, nah, we not paying y'all. So I'm like, what? Coach get fired. And coach brought me in. and you can only have one foreigner play at a time, and they already got a foreign 7'6" Georgia dude. So I'm like, I'm gonna go home.
Right.
I got a little bit of film. I'm gonna go home. And
Didn't get paid at all.
Nah, I got.
Because I've heard that they do that depending on the league, depending on the team.
Depending on the team, you'll be there. You'll be there for 3 months and probably won't get paid.
I was in Greece.
You didn't get paid at all.
I was in Greece. What we scrimmaged though?
Yeah, we scrimmaged.
Like before the season. So one, I was home for a whole extra month. So he was gone. Like, we was here working out. He was gone. Like, went over to Greece. I had been signed before he
signed before me.
I signed before he signed. During the period between me signing and going, the coach got fired, the GM got fired, like a whole bunch of people got fired, right? So I think 2 or 3 of the people that signed went wherever that coach was. My agent was like, still go. So I'm like, you sure we should like just go do something else? Like, let me go somewhere with somebody who actually want me. Instead of just going and knowledge to see. Because everybody, because Greece is a good country to play in. To play in, it's a good country to play in. So everybody be so hooked on, like, if you could just get through it and have a good season,
you'll be good.
You good. So, but anyway, so now I'm home for a whole extra month and a half. Granted, he was gone for a month on preseason. I didn't leave. I was here for a whole another month, just waiting, like, yo, they still answer my flight. All right, they said they gonna send a couple days. Yo, they still answer my flight. They said they gonna send it on Sunday. Nah, just wait till Wednesday. So now I'm home. I can't go nowhere because I'm like, basically like on call. Like I'm a police officer or firefighter because I gotta be ready to just jump on the plane. Mm-hmm. So that happened. I go out there. The coach like, yeah, real iffy. But it's me, Jamie, Darnell. Me and Jamie get cut. Jamie went to wait. We was both being picked up by the old coach. I think Darnell was by the old coach too, but the new coach kept him, But they cut me and Jamie. And all we did was we scrimmaged them. And I think might have had one other scrimmage and maybe practice, like just the time we practiced for a month. But just off that, he was like, y'all gonna bring some other people up and say, oh, they didn't get paid nothing. Usually be in the contract, okay, when I passed the physical, you get something. And we had that, but it was like, so we all did the physical, but they delayed it. So they did like one part of the physical, then the next week another part of the physical, then the next week another. So we doing the whole preseason, we never completed the full physical. Mm-hmm. So they don't have to pay us.
That's how that team works.
And I think what's like surprising, because when I first heard that, it kind of, to me, it's just like, we used to like an American way of life, but 2, it's like when you over there, like you're a foreigner. You no longer like
you used to the professionalism.
A born citizen, of you're a foreigner over there. Like we the minority here, but you like super minority there.
If you in 2 major countries, Germany and France, you ain't got to worry about your bread at all.
And it's on time. It's on time for sure.
I have bread, so I'm gonna.
And I would say in most teams in Spain, they guarantee, like if I go there and sign and I'm there till December and they cut me, they got to pay me the whole scene, or we got to make a contract agreement, a buyout.
Well, a lot of people are saying like, I don't make that job, but like Europe not for everybody.
Mm-hmm. It's not.
You gotta be really. It make you, especially if you ain't got no kids.
Bro, I went over there and when I visited him in February, and I was like, this shit is like different. It's different. Like it's so different culturally. Like, I could do it if
you're in the right country.
Like, if you're in the right. But I'm thinking, you telling me you in Iran, you're losing. It's never fun losing. You in college losing and you're fucking miserable. I started off my senior season like 0-7 and I'm mad as shit. Mm-hmm. So at least, but I'm eating American food. I'm at home. You feel me? I'm around.
So that balance is there.
I'm around black women. But being in Iran, bro,
nothing.
Like, and you ain't got nothing to do.
Living in a hotel.
There's a hidden rule. When you start losing, they start holding the check.
And I heard that too. Yeah. If you don't, so even if you get in the bucket, but y'all losing.
Killing you in practice. Then y'all really 2-a-days every day.
Right.
You lose. You start off the season 0-3. Woo, somebody going home. 0-4. Somebody going home. 0-5.
So them atmospheres be vicious, like practice and locker rooms.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. The goal when I was there, they was like, because this year I was on a team that came from the second division to the first division. So we had a coach who's been in the playoffs 4 years in a row. Mm-hmm. So he was like, boom, off the gate, he hollered at me. He said, yeah, I want you to push this team to make the playoffs. So I was like, all right. So boom, we started off rolling. First half of the season, we set a record. We went 8 games, 7-8 games.
That's big.
We started off 2-5. They cut our point guard. The coach is coming in every day. Like, I'm gonna send somebody else home. I'm not here to play games. But I've been on teams where the goal was you gotta break 500 every month. We play 4 games a month.
Or what?
Or somebody go home. They make it switch. Is
it always the Americans?
Always. The Europeans are safe.
Always. And I know Bama's watch a lot of Netflix, a lot of.
I done seen every movie that came out since I graduated college. I done seen every TV show that needs to be seen.
Right.
Everybody be like, you should start reading. I'm like, no, because I'm reading and then going to practice like that. I don't have no balance of fun.
Right.
And I'm not even a book dude.
You definitely grow mature though.
Yeah.
You start looking at things in a more different.
Make you broaden your perspective.
Yeah.
You ever been in a country where the citizens over there don't like Americans?
Yeah.
I've been racial profiled
multiple times.
You tweeted once.
I've been called a nigga by fans.
You've been called a nigga too many times this time. Monkey.
I played at the band, and my coach speak no English. He called me monkey. Nigga.
He called you monkey, like he referred to you as monkey, a monkey.
And they sent me home because I still look monkey.
But see, in Japan, it's a whole.
You got this, like,
it's a whole culture.
And they don't understand, like, bro, no, especially coming from this area, like, we ain't coming from no.
You learn this throughout you make mistakes going on.
Didn't get another job for the second half.
It's like
and they pay over there, don't they?
Basically, like, it's an extended job interview. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's a 9-10 month job interview. That's what it is. You gotta be on your best behavior at all times. Those niggas gonna call like, oh yeah, better go get no such and such. Alright, so we don't want them in. Hey, what happened to that over there? Oh nah.
The coach said
they all interconnected.
Oh, how was his character? Everything like that. I mean, he was like this. Like a nigga told me he thought I punched the coach one day. I'm like, how the hell I punch the coach? I'm in the Euro Cup next season. That don't make no sense. How I punch the coach? We had a little competition on the court. Like,
they want you to be yes.
That shit retarded. You gotta be on your PC all the time. Where are we living? Where's my nigga?
Bro, so I'm in the game. I'm in a game. Like, this is in Spain. 7,000 sold out. We killing it. I see a fan up there, monkey doing the monkey shit. Pointing to me. I tap my trainer like, yo, tell the police to go get this man before I run our text.
Right.
Like, I don't. If they know these dudes, they know me personally. I don't play that. Like,
yeah.
I'm like this.
You're getting paid professionally, but would y'all say if you don't love the game, you ain't going?
But you gotta think though, like it's also like your mindset, your perspective on it. You gotta think like we all love the game, but you also gotta think we seeing places across the world because of that. We seeing places that we see you studying in school.
Right.
So that you look at it like on the positive side, you gonna be school, you can be like, yeah, I'm gonna get through this. But you gonna be like, nah, I don't fuck with this because shit goes at 8 o'clock. Well, I ain't no Chipotle, ain't no 7-Eleven, ain't speaking my language. I gotta Google Translate.
You can't be high maintenance. High maintenance, dude.
You gotta roll with it.
That's why most of these niggas don't make it overseas.
Because
they spoiled.
They go to China where they get catered to, or niggas go to Australia because that shit is like summertime. During the winter.
You gotta go in with the mindset that you gonna embrace or at least learn the culture and learn how they live.
You gotta accept everything.
Yeah,
you have to accept it because they're so long.
Like, after I was in Greece, I was in Argentina, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna learn Spanish because nobody was speaking English. We had to translate the coach, so everyone on my team was in it. I'm like, how am I gonna be a point guard? I don't know what nobody is saying.
So your teammates not even speaking English?
No. And I'm sitting there trying to talk to them like, set the screen, bro. And they like, what you talking about?
Some of these teams are like in like major cities, some of them are in the country.
What about coming out of school and weighing the options between staying home, doing G League, being closer?
I've been telling dudes all the time, take your talents overseas. If you're not in that bubble,
gonna say something different. Wrong.
And that's another thing that I learned, and you can explain to me because it's an A, B, and C pay levels in the G League, right? It's the same now. Okay, so give me the structure before it changed.
It was A, B, and C.
And how does that work? Like, what does that mean?
A, B, the top contract, C with the lowest contract.
But what's them figures?
I mean, I don't know.
45, 19, 13. I believe that.
45,
25, 19, 13.
25, 19, 13?
Yeah.
Not tax year.
Yeah, without being taxed.
So some guys.
So dudes is making 9,000.
Yeah.
Right.
I always say to everybody, I be like, listen, everybody's situation different.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know his financial situation. I don't know his financial coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, your family might be straight. You might come from a wealthy family. You know, if you got like a family that got money, you can take that risk for the G League. Like, oh, I know
Right.
you don't know. But you ain't got no.
your family.
If you can take care of your family, all
You
that
can't
shit,
do
you
that
gotta
shit.
go.
At all. You was goddamn impoverished.
Also, you got to know if you're going to play or not. You don't want to be in the G League and not playing at all.
Why, like, what's the...
Because you got to remember, the G League, they be sending dudes down. So if you a guard and the Boston Celtics are sending a guard down, that guard they send it down is going to take all your minutes.
Now I'm saying they got the 2 in into the 10. Now they really get a call.
So I was thinking it was better with them making them changes. But you saying it's better only if you wanted them.
So basically, the D League got better for those contract players, so they could get game time, and get better. Yeah, but for dudes who don't got no NBA looks, they don't know you. It's bad. You could have went to Bowie State and averaged 30.
They're not giving you a chance.
They're not giving you no chance. You might get one. You might get 2, 3 workouts.
So it's already kind of set up and established. Who gonna play? Who gonna start? Who gonna?
You know, they're taking favors for agents with GMs, and it's all about, you know, call your boys. It's corporate. It's corporate.
So what's the
It has nothing to do with basketball.
So what's the recommendation? What's the guidance for a guy coming out of school? And he ain't no slouch. Like, he done had a good college career. He done won. He done did numbers, and he's trying to prove himself to get in there.
My advice: never turn up.
Never.
They want you. They want you.
You're in Europe. They got how they got Delaney. When they got was yours. Bryon Allen with Boston.
Never turn down guaranteed money.
Never.
Also, I'm going to tell dudes this. It's 8 countries you want to go to in Europe to prolong your career. If you want to make money. And that's Spain, Italy, Turkey, France, Germany, Greece, Russia. And maybe Israel. Israel, of course. So it's 9, it's like 9 or 10. Poland is on the rise. Lithuania. So it's like 12. But when dudes start going to like Denmark, Sweden.
I mean, those are good starting out points. Because
that was gonna be my follow-up question. Because y'all gotta give me the difference between coming out of a high major, coming out of UVA and a Carolina, or coming out of
it don't matter.
It don't matter at all. It's even playing field.
It's almost even, but it's also who your agent is.
Nate and Sweet, I'll let y'all speak to this. What's that grind like in the G League, trying to climb the ranks and get that opportunity? Because obviously everybody got the same mission in the G League to get that call up.
It's a lot of luck.
A lot of luck.
You gotta be destined for it.
What you mean by that?
Like, you gotta be in your bag.
Nah, you got like how so? Like on some like. It's kind of already laid in stone for you when you get there.
There's no really if you're in a position where they're not going to give you the opportunity, they're letting you give you the opportunity, it's kind of like, it's no way I'm just going to make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really a thing. It's got to, like, maybe on a rare occasion, but even for them people that's a rare occasion, they might get an opportunity and that's taken right away.
It's just minutes. Like, if they're not playing 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, so how is it different than college then? Like, how's it different? Because you could come in and take minutes from somebody that was recruited more heavily than you were.
In college, especially at high major schools, is not that. Actually, most schools, is not that many people transferring, right?
Like
overall,
okay.
Most of the people at every school are not transferring. And
right.
we might have like more people.
There's a lot of transfers, but on your roster it's going to be more guys that's been there in the trenches.
Right? So, in college, you know what your team is. The coach knows who's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I recruited these exact people to come in. I recruited these exact people to do these exact things.
Mm-hmm.
And they got 4 years.
And they got 4 years. And most coaches going to honor, like you renew your scholarship every year, but most coaches going to honor you being able to be there for 4 years. Right. As long as you ain't just messing up everything, they're going to honor that and renew your contract. Renew your scholarship every year.
Mm-hmm. So
with that being said, you can be, and I'm already doing a contract, you could be somebody who actually climbs up. Because you, in the situation, you're not really going nowhere unless you mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
And they know you're going to be there. So it's like, at the end of the day, that's their job and that's how they make money. That's how they feed their
And they
family.
can't cut you in the middle of the year.
Right. So if I know this dude is working hard and now he's surpassing people, then I'm going to play the best player.
Mm-hmm.
Versus when you got all these contracts in these situations, like I said, now it's corporate. Like when you look at any big corporation, everybody at the top is all friends. Mm-hmm. This is my friend, this is who I hired. So I hired my friend, then he hired his friend, then he hired his friend. You lead the same way. So if you're not somebody on the friend list, you know it.
You kind of there just to fill a lot.
You're not locked in for 4 years. We don't have to honor no scholarships.
Day to day.
I didn't recruit you to come here and play for me for 4 years. Like maybe this is a favor, so you here. Or maybe somebody said something and I was like, all right, we're gonna take a look at them. But everything is like stuff is planned out. This stuff is planned out 2, 3, 4 years ahead of time. If you ain't in the plans, then it's like how you gonna make a way if you ain't in the plans?
Guaranteed money.
Yeah.
Go get the guarantee.
What's the deal with NBA Summer League?
I'm good. Summer League,
Everybody always asks me why you guys never play.
it's tough because I did it. So my third year, I did it with 60. Best of the guys drafted. They called me in. Someone we wanted to play point guard, but they had TJ McConnell too. Started 55 games as a rookie.
Right.
So I'm going to the situation thinking I'm about to play point guard, and about to showcase what I can do. Nah, mind, I'm from Midlands. I'm not coming from no North Carolina or no UVA. I'm from George Mason down the street.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, but I gotta prove myself. So I get there, we in Utah. They called me, it was like, before I even got on the plane, it was like, well, you're going to Utah, Vegas, you gotta prove yourself, you want to go to Vegas. I'm packing my bag. Cindy, like, where you going? I said, I'm about to go to Utah. She said, when you coming back? I'm back in 2.5 weeks. I thought you said they was going to take Utah. I said, no, I'm going to Vegas, so I'll be back. Mm-hmm. So I go play out there, first meeting. First game I didn't play, we had 15 players, so they do it like that. You got 5, the way they did it, I'm sure everybody's team is different. 6-5, play 10.
Okay.
So basically, long story short, I earned my way to Vegas. But I didn't get a chance to showcase why he didn't play in the 2. Like, I'm gonna be a point guard. I'm in the
Nobody's gonna grab you as a 2.
Yeah, so I'm saying. So obviously, that's what's tough. You get. If you gonna go to somebody, you got somebody that drafted in your position. They're gonna want to see him.
Like I said, they already got the plan.
They got the plan. Just like with folks. Philly called me back the next year after they come back. I'm like, got Markel Fultz. I'm like, nah, I'm good because I'm not about to waste your time.
Do you take a hit on like your reputation or your? I'm talking about just like as far as your opportunities. Like, is there a risk in going?
Constantly building your resume. You want to keep doing something or you building it. You just keep building it. But the thing is, like, you gotta look at the situation. From us coming from Europe, it's like, all right, bro. I left in August. I got back in May, middle of May, end of May. Boom. Summer league, July. Boom. That shit 2 weeks.
You want to be home for a little bit.
Damn, if I don't get to the league, no training camp with no guarantee. It's like, damn, I gotta go back to Europe. That's in August. That shit right around the corner. And don't let it be like a Germany or where you gotta be out August 8th, August 9th. You'll be bad as shit. So you'll be like, damn, I wasted 2 weeks in summertime playing something cool, and I barely played. I'm in Vegas, so I guess it's kind of cool. But nah, wasting my time.
Right. For somebody like myself, I'm working 12 months out of the year. So you don't get paid like when you out of season.
Yeah, so you don't get paid for 2-3 months.
Yeah, so what's that like? How do you prepare financially? Like, how do you manage?
It's really on you. It's really on you.
So that's what I'm saying. How does that shit work? Because you could come home. Because we know when y'all come home. Look, we know when y'all come home. Because y'all niggas be in the West Rose Bar, Griffin, you get Alpha. That's what I'm saying. We know same eyes. We know when y'all come home. And y'all know what time it is. Y'all
spend 9 to 10 months a year saving all your bread unless you in a popping city and you're going crazy. But you think 9 months you spend all your bread, you come home for 2 months.
Right.
And now it's really a test of will.
And y'all done always said it's like jail. So you out. You fresh out.
No. For me, I was an athlete.
Yeah, he was an athlete. I was my coach, so I'm living.
So we living.
Okay.
So we living.
So you're not as geeked up.
And my games were on Saturday. So we'll go out Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
And we'll go out Thursday. He was out. One game a week. So I talked to Sweet. Sweet, I FaceTime Sweet. Yeah, I'm about to go out. It's a Wednesday. Zell and them came to see me. I took them out Monday through Sunday. I took them out every day.
That's all right. But you had to go through some shit first to get to that point. You had to go through Iran.
Oh yeah. I'd have been through. Me and Sweet probably had the worst. Nate's still young in the game, so I don't really count his, but I probably had the worst because I went to Iran, went to Uruguay, then I went to Spain, 3rd division, making nothing.
But what's so bad? Okay, what you mean making nothing? How much?
I was probably making $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month. So that's still tax free.
Yeah.
So it's $1,000 a month. You over there for? Are you over there? Okay, so you over there.
And they didn't pay me. And they owe me bread till this day. So Sweet no. So when I came home, everybody was looking out. Like, all right, we got you. We're gonna take care of you. My folks was taking care of me a little bit. But with that, I did so well.
I was not fucking with your mental though, like as far as
it messes with you mentally.
Like food, shit.
But if you love the game so much, you get so hungry.
But I'm saying, okay, but it don't work out that way for everybody.
It don't.
Where you get through. But everybody don't get through.
But that's the thing.
It's up to you.
Don't work out for it. Those are the people you know
Turn around.
that don't really love it like that. Like it's levels. Like it's not like some people love the game for what it can do for them.
Yeah. For what come with it.
Right. There's some people love the game for a little bit more. Like I love the game because I actually like playing. I like being on basketball. Then you got the people who love it where it's like this is all I want to do and I'm gonna get it no matter what. It don't matter my circumstances because I love it so much. I'm gonna keep going till I make it happen.
You gotta be willing to take that reality hit. Like you may not start where you think you can start.
Yeah.
And you gotta work.
For me, overseas, all the underdogs, the ones who last long.
It's not for everybody.
But don't get me wrong, it's still some dudes who've been nice since they were kids that still last because that's all they know. But for real, the dudes who ranked at high school, spoon-fed, like I say 60% of them, 60% of them probably don't make it overseas. But for all of us are underdogs. Mm-hmm. All of us.
Yeah.
Mud babies.
So it's like we got every year we set a goal. Like we put something on our back that we got to climb this ladder. This team overlooked me. All right, bet I'm gonna kill him. This team overlooked me. Bet I'm gonna kill him.
My first year though, like I was in Poland. Mind you, Poland is cold.
Cold as shit.
Mind you, I lived probably 2 miles from the gym. Had no car.
And some people would assume that, I'll go over there tax free and they're gonna give me a car and I'm gonna have a place to stay.
I walked and
2 miles
and taxied to practice every day.
In the snow and shit.
In the snow, rain, sleep.
People don't know about that. They just see the pictures.
Struggle.
They just think it's love, man. That's a grind.
It's a grind you gotta work through. But the thing is, like, I wouldn't be the man I am today about not going there. Because the first year you gotta think you're doing all the public training and shit like that. But look, we all can tell you. We can tell you how it is being overseas. Any young fella come on, we can tell you like, yeah, it's gonna be like this on Christmas, on Thanksgiving, New Year's.
We had practice on Christmas.
Yeah, but I can't. I can tell you, but once you go through that shit, hit that wall in December,
Birthdays and other
you gonna be like, damn.
So you don't have the moments, especially like your first year over there, where you second guessing.
Oh yeah.
Like basketball. Period.
Yeah, you have them.
That's something. If you play overseas, that's something you gotta be used to.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to
Put it like that. Yeah, that's
You gotta adjust every time you go back to, or do you kind of get?
If you're in a new country, there you better not adjust.
I don't think it matters if it's $1,000 a meal. I think we all go through this.
We all go through it.
Especially you're not playing well, you got to what they ask you to do on the court, you don't live up to the expectation.
And then practice be dumb.
Come right at you. They invest all their bread into us before they call us to go over there. But what a lot of these niggas don't understand is like they're trying to get to overseas to be a coach in general. You gotta be thankful for any offer you get. Because you gotta think how many jobs gonna be like 420, 429, something like that?
It's 1,000 dudes, 100 jobs.
Where overseas?
Pretty much. In the top markets, on the top teams, yeah. And you gotta think, people. That's why all the kids think they can make it to the league. Everybody not gonna make it to the league.
But I think a lot of kids think that they can just make it overseas too.
You got people, all the locals over there come from different countries. And you got
some countries some countries you can only have 2. Some 2 Americans, some 3, some 4, some 5, some 6, some 1. So, and it's 12 to 18 teams in certain leagues. So you add that up.
600 dudes. Just some our agents.
Right, and that's the other thing. Like,
you got a whole new 600.
Whole new 600. I thought about that from the league perspective, from the NBA perspective. He said it's not what? Right.
It's not 600 new job openings.
Right.
With you being a pro playing overseas, at some point, you feel me? All right, that's over with. You retiring. You're not hooping no more. How do you prepare and plan for the long game? And what's that transition?
I mean, for me, like, what I do is for my bread, you get these contracts, I don't know whatever you get. But what I do is, like, I look at that thing when I get monthly, and I say, I'm like, all right, damn, I probably can spend like 4 to 5 grand this month alone. Me going out, grocery shopping, gas, all that shit. So the other shit, because I got a business manager too to handle all my shit, so I, hey, fool, put that shit away.
Put a code on it, I don't know the code.
That shit away, I don't want to see none of that shit. Like, that's how you gotta move, because the shit don't last forever.
I try to spend like, 2 to 3 a month, and then like I got 2 financial people because I'm serious about not wanting to not have nothing when I'm there.
Yeah.
And like, having to
that shit'll humble the shit out of you.
Like people that your family, people that surround you, not spending money with them, they asking for putting your money away. And having to worry about where you're going to stay when you're at home. If you don't want to stay with someone that you know, having something to drive. I don't want to be so I can rent. And that's when you got to put towards that. So, like, this shit really adds up, bro. Like, you really got to take that stuff into account while you're opening it. Because sometimes, like, I was in my first year, when I got to them, man, like, nah, where's all my money at? Like, where's my money at?
If y'all could give, like, 1 or 2 gems for, like, even like a high school or college guy with pro aspirations, maybe like 1, like what to best or most prepare for, and like 2, like what to expect, that would have helped you, like, coming out.
It doesn't really matter what situation you come from. You can be this school, or this school. If you can hoop, you can hoop. And you know what I mean? It's pretty plain and simple. You have to produce. And that's the mindset you need to have coming into. Like, this is really good to win and winning helps and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's really up to you as your brain, your business to go out and do what you have to do. And I didn't know coming out of school that it was going to be like tough to find a team or to see the money that I wanted to see my first year out, or my first year overseas.
You got a certain expectation coming from UVA, like, oh, I'm coming from UVA.
Yeah, I had accolades.
Give me that chicken.
But like the thing is, like, I can't really UVA, but I understood that, like, I didn't really produce. I wasn't, aggressive offensively. I was just defensive dude, rebound, blah blah blah, whatever. And I was cool with that. But I had won some accolades, and we won and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, I'm gonna start off at a certain point, and that wasn't the case. Reality hit me, and I faced adversity in that way. And you just compliment.
Because my situation is similar to his as far as coming out expecting a certain thing and being like, nah. So one thing I would say is, no matter where you come, don't ever feel like you're like, we all feel like we know what our work is, but don't expect that everybody else is going to look at you the same way that you look at yourself. So just go into, because this is the real world. So go into the real world thinking, I know my work is here, but people may value me differently. So I gotta be ready for that. And the other thing I would say is use your resources. So don't leave no stone unturned. So for me, I got all of y'all. So I could reach out to y'all and be like, yo, what you think about this? What you think about that?
That's real shit. Yeah.
Coming out, it was like, you just kind of like,
naive.
I'm gonna just go with it. You naive. Like, I'm just gonna go with the flow. Like, and that's what it ended up being. You end up being prepared. Like, for me personally, I had to go through so many things on my own that I could avoid it just by asking one girl. And they would have been like, no, don't do that, do this. Mm-hmm. And then it probably, like if I would ask all three of them, they probably would have all suggested me to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. And so, me not asking, and like I used some of the UNC alumni asked, but I didn't ask to the extent that I needed to. Right. So I would just say use your resources, and like I said, don't know that everybody's not gonna value you where you value yourself. Mm-hmm.
For me, I think I'm totally different from them. It's a small school. We weren't that good. I always feel better than we're good. Right. Don't listen to people. You work hard. I mean, I worked. I kept going. About me 10 years now. Russell. No question. I never tell you some of these. I didn't get drafted, still got drafted. Mm-hmm. That's all I can say.
I'm kind of similar to Helen. You know this, so we was real fan and shit like that. So, I mean, I was a Mason, not really a big name student. I was UGA, no kind. We played against UGA, but that was it. But like, I'm kind of like him. Like, niggas see me right away. I don't be happy in the life. Like, I live and die for this shit. This is what I want to do with my life. So it's like, we gotta grind. Niggas gonna get hurt, you don't have energy, all that energy and all that type of shit. Like, all that you want. Real, like, this shit is not given. Like, it's something you gotta really cherish.
For me, it's different from all of them because I went to it. Going back to high school, and I know he know, I was nobody. Nobody. Like, if everybody would have seen me, like, yeah, he ain't going anywhere. Went to Hampton. You played against me in Hampton. I was just, he's just gonna block shots and rebound. He probably might be a pro, but nah. But we had two pros.
Bonafide. Who was cuz that gave us? Yes, he fried us at Morgan. He gave us like 40.
He don't play no more.
Right.
So for me, it's different. Like I always been the least to make it. Yeah. So my advice is for the dudes who go to the public schools, who played on the small AAU team,
who wasn't playing with takeover. Or,
I mean, I got the chances, but for me, it's like as a player, you have to be realistic with yourself. If you're a rebounder, be the best rebounder. If you're a shooter, be the best shooter. Then you build on your game. Like BA said, you gotta be in the lab, but you gotta be realistic with yourself. A lot of these kids these days that I see, they're not realistic with themselves. These dudes be thinking, oh yeah, I got a highlight tape. Nobody care about the highlight tape, man.
This type of discussion is, the stuff that could really help the next Nate Britt to watch in and view this, or the next Sweetney coming out of a small school that ain't win too many games, but to just have that type of insight to have a much better understanding of what to expect, coming out of school and trying to make it to the league. So, appreciate y'all.